Summary: Bosuns on below deck face high-pressure situations, but some should have been fired for poor performance. Bosuns play a crucial role on superyachts, acting as right hand to captains, ensuring crew and guest safety. Instances throughout below-deck history have shown bosuns who made mistakes but were not terminated. Below Deck has rotated through several bosuns across the franchise that should have been fired but weren't. Below Deck follows the lives of crews during charters on superyachts. The show has been notorious for creating hectic moments as the crews deal with the pressures of working on the yachts. Sometimes, the pressure gets to the crew. Things can get out of control, and that's when a captain may step in and resort to terminating employment. The bosun has one of the toughest jobs aboard, as they act as the captain's right hand and regulate the superyacht's safety. Bosun Jared Woodin was fired on Below Deck Season 11, one of the best reality TV shows right now, after doing a poor job and getting into an altercation with deckhand Kyle Stilley. Jared struggled personally and professionally with his job. Bosuns have big shoes to fill when they sign up for the job. Without a successful bosun, the safety of the crew and charter guests is on the line. Throughout Below Deck history, there have been some who haven't done their job the best, and they should have been fired but weren't. Related 8 Below Deck chief stews. Who are the worst? Below Deck has had some beloved and terrible chief stews across all franchises. Who are the worst chief stews that have appeared on Below Deck? 8 Paget Berry. Below Deck Sailing Yacht Season 1. Close. Paget Berry had a rough time on Below Deck Sailing Yacht Season 1. During the season, Paget's relationships were messy. He dated deckhand Sierra Dugan, who worked in the same department as him. Things got rough when he started flirting with third stew Georgia Grobler. Paget's flirting with Georgia convoluted his relationship with Sierra. He also often got into disagreements with deckhand Parker McCown. Paget should have been fired, but he also admitted he would never return to Below Deck because of how he was edited during Below Deck Sailing Yacht Season 1. 7 Conrad Empson. Below Deck Mediterranean Season 3. Close. Conrad Empson was the bosun on Below Deck Mediterranean Season 3 under Captain Sandy Yon. Most of Conrad's time on Below Deck Med Season 3 aboard the Talisman Maiden wasn't memorable for his performance at his job. Instead, Conrad's work as a bosun often suffered because of his boatments with chief stew Hannah Ferrier. Conrad and Hannah had a hectic romance on Below Deck Med Season 3, and even Captain Sandy had to step in. Captain Sandy saw that Conrad's work efforts were diminishing because of his relationship with Hannah, and she warned him about her. 6 Eddie Lucas. Below Deck Season 1–3, 8, 9 Close. Eddie Lucas was the bosun on many Below Deck seasons. He's had quite a journey on the show, as he's been featured several times at varying times of his life. During his third season on Below Deck Season 3, Eddie cheated on his then-girlfriend, with stewardess Rocky Dakota. During their boatments, they hide their relationship from everyone on Below Deck Season 3. By the season finale, they confirmed they were hooking up. Eddie wasn't too mature in his early seasons, and he still made mistakes when he came back to Below Deck years later. During Below Deck Season 9, Heather Chase said a racial slur in front of Raina Lindsay. At the Below Deck Season 9 reunion, it was revealed that Raina told Eddie about this, and he did not take any action when he found out Heather had said it. In response to this, Eddie alleged Raina said a homophobic slur. During the episode, Eddie said he didn't remember the conversation he had with Raina about this, but footage proved that the conversation did happen. Eddie did not handle this situation adequately and should have been fired. 5 Jamie Sayed Below Deck Down Under Season 1 Close. A lot of Below Deck fans think Jamie Sayed is the worst cast member from Below Deck Down Under Season 1. Jamie thought he was in charge of everyone, and barked orders at the crew members instead of working with them. Jamie was utterly disrespectful towards Captain Jason Chambers throughout the season. He lacked respect for Captain Jason, and chose to simply call him Jason. Jamie was disrespectful towards the rest of the Below Deck Down Under crew, and his attitude towards Captain Jason should have had him fired. He was not asked back for Below Deck Down Under Season 2. 4 João Franco Below Deck Mediterranean Season 3 4. Below Deck Down Under Season 2 Close. João Franco's behavior on Below Deck Mediterranean Season 3 was unacceptable. João's alter ego, self-named Jezebel, came through when he was drinking. João was incredibly rude and degrading to the women of the crew when he was intoxicated. During one night of drinking, he shattered a glass in his hand and called Aisha Scott a Russian prostitute. He should have been fired for his misogynistic ways, but Captain Sandy decided to promote him to bosun on Below Deck Med Season 4. Captain Sandy saw potential in him, and although his attitude changed by his second season, he still should have been fired. 3 Ashton Pinar Below Deck Season 6-7 Close. Ashton Pinar was a deckhand on Below Deck Season 6 and was later promoted to bosun during Season 7. He started as a fan-favorite crew member and had a near-fatal accident on board when his foot got caught in a tow line, and he was dragged into the ocean. However, during Below Deck Season 7, Ashton changed. When the crew members went out together, Ashton got far too drunk and started acting aggressively. He clashed with Chief Stew Kate Chastain several times and punched the inside of a van door during a night out. 2 Ross McCarg Below Deck Season 10 Close. Like many other bosuns, Ross McCarg's time on Below Deck Season 10 was soured by his boatments with deckhand Katie Glazer. Ross was very flirtatious, and this set his relationship with Katie on board up for disaster. He got himself involved in drama that was unrelated to work. Ross was disrespectful towards Katie, as he always flirted with second stew Alyssa Humber and talked with other women on their nights out. Captain Lee Rosbeck and Captain Sandy enjoyed working professionally with Ross, but his inclination towards drama should have gotten him fired on Below Deck Season 10. 1 Gary King Below Deck Sailing Yacht Season 2-5 Close. Gary King is one of the most controversial Below Deck franchise crew members. He appeared in several seasons of Below Deck Sailing Yacht and is memorable for his playboy-like antics. Gary has been involved with many boatmances during his time on Below Deck. Fans have called Gary problematic and a creep. This was corroborated when Below Deck Sailing Yacht Season 4 makeup artist Samantha Suarez accused Gary of sexual misconduct. Part of Samantha's job included escorting cast members from their rooms to where they would film interview segments. She alleged that one night, things got out of hand. Allegedly, Gary was incredibly intoxicated, and she had to take him back to his hotel room after filming a confessional. As per Rolling Stone, Samantha said that Gary grabbed her and restrained her from behind, preventing her from leaving the hotel room before she was able to get away. Samantha reported this to the production and said that nothing happened. Below Deck's production issued a statement that said they investigated the claims at the time, and Gary wasn't fired. Instead, he was asked back for Below Deck Sailing Yacht Season 4, when he undoubtedly should have been fired. Below Deck has featured many crew members throughout its time on air. Bosuns have been favored crew members as they hold an important job working closely with the Below Deck captains. There have been some great bosuns over the years, and there have been some terrible bosuns as well. Below Deck Season 11 airs Mondays at 9 p.m. Eastern Daylight Saving Time on Bravo, then streams the following day on Peacock. Source: Rolling Stone. Below Deck.